They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley.
Yeah, I know
inside the 15,
but he was down your back and everything. He's in the
and they get 10 yards there and convert on third. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
17.
They'll try the air now with Gall. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff.
Oh, my God. This is my fucking set.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. This will be, 38 yards out. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone?
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Black 58, Rail. Black 50.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Samson Ebukam coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Oh, game lag. Man, what the fuck?
Pressure gets to him again.
Man, the game fucking lag so hard, I couldn't even move.
His 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
When I dropped back, bro, I couldn't even move.
Let's go back a little bit, see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's getting back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill.
Touchdown.
It got his man complete. The 40.
96-yard touchdown. Here we go.
10.
Thought I was going to go down
all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 96 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
Yeah, man.
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Butker now to kick this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Throwing on third. Goff dumps it off to Gurley. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. A high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting in is elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
You bitch.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
I had him. Oh, boy.
Samson Abukum able to start another pass
it.
play. His 3rd sack of
I had him, too. I was trying to pick which one I wanted to throw it to.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And he'll
down number 2.
Over the middle. Taking it right down Broadway.
Yep.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here.
Remember, it was 21-0 or 24-0 at one point.
Cut into this lead. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Oh, I had it. Oh, my God.
Sack back at the 9-yard line. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck?
Woo!
Because, as you said,
thank God. Oh, my God. Reggie, you seen that shit, Reggie? Watch this shit, bro.
Return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down,
oh, my
God.
God.
Goal position.
And then we're gone.
Offense as they get set to take possession. They're out in front last time.
Did nobody
they punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On first down, it's gone. Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Goff now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Allen Bailey.
I know they thought I was going to
drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Hell no.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley.
Oh, you called a dumbass play call.
In his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here goes Salad. 20.
Third and long. It's gone. Flush to his right. He's going to air it out deep for Woods.
Oh,
and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant
21-0 and you
no,
go
I'm
for
with
it,
you. There was contact, but
14,
I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Okay. You ain't going to make it, Reggie, though, because you got to lose again.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. Forced out to his left.
Fuck.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Yeah,
Wow,
your block
first
picked
and
up in the
goal,
front,
and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Man.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score
I'm glad you didn't run it up the middle.
Picked
it. I know you seen that, Reggie. I don't care.
And it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do,
you could have ran for a
touchdown,
touchdown, bro.
That ball was expected to be caught.
Shit. Shouldn't me?
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. It'll be a gain of 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
He dropped the pick. He had a pick 6, Reggie. He dropped it.
Backed up in the shadow of their own
Like, you hit me on the release, bro. I just tried to throw it away.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up the defensive touchdown.
That was a touchdown. What? That was a touchdown, Brett. I ain't gonna punt it, that was good. Damn, this ain't worth this.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to kick.
Don't touch the ball. Don't touch the ball. Let the thing keep going up. Oh, why they touch you?
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock,
I wanted to go for it so bad, but I can't do it in that situation.
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
I don't fuck with this.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Out left, he's got it to Everett. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Goff on first down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down.
Whew. You got me to jump, but it didn't count. Oh, come on. Really, Gurley?
Can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Boom, man.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Gone.
I took a real right.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Rams add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Who hauled that bitch on his ass?
The 20. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 61 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around.
Oh, he dropped it.
I think now as a play caller,
I knew it was going to be over the top,
a
too.
little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Mahomes going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him
knew I was
three,
gonna run right
but
in.
that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps.
On
that play, they held him to a short gain.
And the kick by Butker is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one
says
to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. They're kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the speed.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in
came from the left
and wanting
and
him to
ran
make
to the
his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Here's Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offense.
And it caught it up.
Damn, you got
like the ball comes free. It's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield. Or
I knew you were going to run it down, but I know you
could. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And my goodness, this is incomplete.
All right, bro, you see what just happened, right?
For the Rams as they fail here.
Bro, Reggie did that shit and caught it back
and
for a
the Chiefs
touchdown, bro.
defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs.
Yeah, me and him playing the game, bro. He caught that shit back for a whole touchdown. Nah, you think you bullshit.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
Damn it.
And my goodness,
I was already throwing. I seen you, but when I seen you too late.
Picked off by Mark Barron. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Yeah, when I realized what you were doing, it was too late.
Divisional round coming up on the NFC side of things.
Yeah,
Charles,
when I
Dallas
realized what
LA,
was going on,
the
it was
Rams,
fucking
Philadelphia at New Orleans. What do you think?
Well, I can't wait because Dallas at the Los Angeles Rams. The Rams feel like they've gotten their mojo back down the stretch on offense. Dallas feels like they can pound and bruise against anyone with Ezekiel Elliott carrying the load.
Yeah.
That's going to be a marquee game.
Got that power.
And how about Philadelphia, New Orleans, the defending Super Bowl champs? Here comes Nick Foles again. New Orleans, the #1 seed at home. They don't lose at home in the Drew Brees, Sean Payton era in the playoffs. This is going to be fun. Remember, they played earlier this year, and New Orleans wiped out Philadelphia.
And you'll be calling that game. Enjoy it, partner.
Can't wait.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
You seen that user pick?
Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Now that we sit in the postseason, let's talk about some of these awards we've been hitting on.
Yeah, you would
year,
expect me to come off and get
MVP, what do you think?
Well, I think it's going to come down to Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback at Kansas City, Drew Brees, quarterback New Orleans, and Aaron Donald, the defensive tackle for the Los Angeles Rams. I ultimately think that Mahomes wins this award. I think he distanced
I thought,
himself
bro,
late in the season.
I had a couple players that I was calling
It's
you the
hard
last
for
couple games I beat
defender to
you.
win
You
the
ain't falling
MVP.
for him this
Rookie
time.
of the
Though.
year, Barkley, or does Mayfield have a shot?
It's the moves I was using, the plays I was using in that other game, and other two games I beat you.
Mayfield made
Woo, I had it right there. I had it right
He's
there.
taken down.
Oh my God, bro.
He's in there for his
I ain't
fourth
seen him.
sack of the afternoon.
All I had to do was just stand in the pocket and throw it. I had him. Damn.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill.
Oh, I had it back, bro.
A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down.
Yeah, you might have gave it back to me,
There's
though.
one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow.
Damn it.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And now here's another interception.
Worst case scenario, you always got down here.
And they will take over at the 29-yard
You
line.
figure it fine. You see all back down here.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Because I'm not, you going to be on the other side of the field.
Isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Oh, shit. So you just going to ignore that?
Again they run with Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
I know, right?
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley.
Good ass play to me.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Oh, nice move. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I thought you were going to get a field goal.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff, escaping the pressure right. And Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
What the hell are you looking at?
Free safety, Eric Berry.
I think that interception happened.
I think like he threw it right to me, bro.
The pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy who took the ball from.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll be out of bounds near the
out of bounds,
30.
man.
In fact, right on the 30. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield.
My goodness.
Oh, hell no.
Interception.
Oh, my God. I saw the nigga do like 30.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
So, you know who picked it, right? I wasn't even throwing it to the dude he was going.
When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
I was throwing it over your head.
11, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
oh
right.
My
Eagles,
God.
That's right. Then against with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a great return here gets us all the way down to the 26-yard line.
I dropped the fuck out of that route, boy.
Game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps
my nigga, if I would have been wrong, bro, you would have had a free fucking play.
About their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think
I can't believe this
sitting
nigga
on
jumped
trying
out
to
of
drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages.
And that's caught.
Kelsey. Why they turn him, Rich? Oh, shit.
Travis Kelsey, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Oh, my God. I had it, too.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I got one already.
Butker now to kick this one away.
I had him, though. He wide on. But you came with that rush, so I had to throw it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
I ain't realize he was going to throw it that damn far. All you had to do was just throw it in bounds.
23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that get first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
Certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
See, I wasn't trying to tackle though when you juke me right up. I was trying to get onto the ball. If you juke right by me. Yeah. Yeah, no.
A shotgun snap for Goff. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still, a lot of guys to account for.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun.
That's one of the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone.
I got ran over again. There ain't nothing I can do.
Todd Gurley.
Shit ain't nothing you can do when everybody get their pushed over here.
Add on to their lead. So he's in for his 3rd
score
of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when
everybody on the line
against you, but for one person to get 3, It almost sets him apart from the rest of the game. And no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field.
Fuck you, dude.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flushed out right.
That game's so fake. Ain't no way in the hell
he's taken down. Aaron Donald.
Oh, just look at that here, Aaron
able to get in there
and take
him down for a loss of 3.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having.
That ain't like you snuck up on me. I seen you done.
Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
I don't know what the fuck I was doing.
First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? When you be hitting the trip window, bro, it's like you be running right by the guy.
I feel like he's right there.
That's caught inside the 20. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 42 yards. Time for a break.
Yes,
we'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
You trying to see the nice view? You had one good quarter. First quarter is the only thing to say.
Just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Shit.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain it when he took off.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. First down now.
I just started calling for different shit myself.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On second down, here's Mahomes.
Oh, no.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty
flag on the ground,
however. Let's see what that's about.
Bro, I cannot catch a break.
Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right?
Oh, my God.
On the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck that is.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete.
That fucking ball like went around that.
Defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
Yeah, that's what he did. He tried to do it.
He had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know,
when you try to line, he was going to get there.
Line up, onside kick, get the ball back. Throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, just was unsuccessful.
And he's taken down, but
I can't believe you didn't hurt him.
The 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And he won the game. But...
Throwing now, buying time to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit
he won the game, but that could have let him get out too far in the hole.
Of what's right in this game nowadays? Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They go play action here on first down. They'll buy some time right. And he's got this down to the 35. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Goff now looking to throw. Looking deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the free safety. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
You do all that crazy
shit. Just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between?
Nah, I ain't trying to bad play, fool.
I think a confidence hit
the whole drive.
Occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up.
All right, one of y'all do a broadcast here so I can get in there with you.
No doubt.